this is Nikki from Ron LeGrand's office filming this week's Ask Ron in our very own conference room in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hello!
Hey!
All right, so question number...
Wait a minute. Got to figure out who these people are first.
Oh, I know who I am. Okay.
We're in our second day of our Platinum Inner Circle meeting. This is a group of information marketers around the country, and we're here to help them grow their businesses. In fact, I have 4 of our mentors in this room here today, including Lynette Wolf and B.J. Cockrell and Alton Jones and Dixie Decker over here behind me. Can they all see all them on the camera?
Yes, they can see all them on the
Okay.
camera.
So we're going to have a lot of people here who can answer your questions today, because this is mostly real estate. There's a couple of internet geeks in the room, but they've been exposed to real estate. They know how to spell it at least. So we're going to get answers from whoever, and I'm going to cut them off when I get too many answers. So let's go.
All right, so question number 1 comes from Pennsylvania, and Courtney says, yikes! It's her first deal, free and clear, $500,000 deal. So she has a few questions relevant to this deal, and let me tell you about the deal. It's brand new construction, built in 2017. They are asking $559,000 free and clear. The Zestimate on ABC states it's worth $502,000. The property information sheet in VA states price is negotiable and seller is not homeowner. Sounds like
say anywhere on there that the seller will give her terms.
Let's see. It says the rentometer says it goes.
I don't care about all of
Okay.
that stuff. Will the seller give her terms? And it's likely they won't, because she's buying it from the builder. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's what it sounds like.
She says it sounds like a developer or something of that
Courtney,
sort.
it's a golden turd. It's a waste of your time. It's a builder selling a house at retail price. I honestly don't even know why you submitted it. But based on the fact that you did, I do know you need to get into our Quick Start School,
Yes.
where we can actually work on some real deals for you. And right here is the lady that's going to call for you and make deals. That is not a deal. That is a time waster. There's no reason that you should even be looking at it. No terms, no deal.
You have a shirt like that.
I do. You either get terms or you get price. You're getting neither on this one. Next.
Okay, question number 2
Probably
is...
never hear from Courtney again.
No. Courtney, there's a boot camp coming up in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, so in a couple
Courtney,
months.
in real life, I'm nicer than I seem.
And taller. All right.
Good one, Nikki.
Scott in California has a 2-part question. So part number 1, is it common for institutional lenders like Wells Fargo or Bank of America to sell their defaulted first or second mortgage notes to individual investors like myself? Or can I buy defaulted paper from individual investors or smaller finance companies?
The answer is no and yes. Next question. No, all right. It's not common for banks to sell them to you. Some banks will, but you've got to have a hard time finding who in the institution understands even what you're talking about. It'll be very difficult for you to crack that code. However, individuals sell them all day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
And we like the defaulted paper, the ugly paper.
Love it. Have a whole class on it called Paper Power.
That's right.
In the fall.
It's going to be very difficult to buy it from the bank as an individual, because they do turn it over to their department that handles the real estate. So it's going to be very difficult for you to research that and find it as an individual without going through their agent once it's listed.
And they usually sell them to institutions that they have a relationship with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so that answered his second question as well.
Okay.
So Scott's question is complete. Question number 3 is from Rico in Germantown, Tennessee.
Hi, Rico.
Hello, Rico.
Like that name.
Can you do a presenting your plan to a private lender for a loan?
What?
What?
That's what he says. His question is, can you do a presenting your plan to a private lender for
You
a
mean,
loan?
what do we say to a private lender? We're going to defer that one to the private lender expert right back here, the preacher from North Carolina.
That's right.
Mr. Jay Connor.
So, of course, the magic question is, do you have investment capital or retirement account that's not giving you a high rate of return safely and securely? That's the question.
Okay.
And as far as the program goes, I've got like a 12-point checklist that we don't have time to go over here, on this venue, but that's the question I ask a potential private lender.
Well, first you want to probably have a conversation with them about something else, and then get into the magic phrase, do you have an IRA or any other investment capital not getting you a high rate of return safely? And then carry on, tell them what you do from there. Jay's got some great scripts and great words. If you're interested, look up Jay Connor. You'll find all kinds of stuff about him on the internet. Some of it true, some of it not.
The good stuff is true.
Yeah, every word of it. Okay.
And also, there is a private lender website on your golf club that's available to you, right, Ron?
That's
That's right.
true. However, that's a website. He asked, what words do I say to approach a private lender?
Right, that's another.
All right, so the next question is from Greg in California.
I'm
Okay.
Greg.
Greg is brand new, just started, and this is his very first day. And
Wow.
he's wondering what normal and usual costs are associated with doing your first deal.
That was deferred to our California mentor, Mr. Alton Jones, the king of rehab from Southern California, ex-LA cop.
Well, folks, you're gonna have some inherent costs.
Closing costs, California.
Typically about
round them
2%,
all.
2% of the purchase.
About 2% of the purchase price?
Right, that's
2% of the purchase price, give or take. All you got to do is check with any escrow company, and they'll outline how for you to figure that out in 10 minutes, and now you know it for the rest of your life.
All right, so the final question for this week's Ask Ron is from Minor in Virginia. He or she asks, I wanted to make an earnest deposit on a house in Georgia. The agent refused to present the offer and said I had to show I had the money to purchase the house in the bank. Is this true?
Proof of funds.
What's
Is this
that?
What was the question?
Do they need proof of
Proof
funds?
of funds.
I'll answer that.
Okay.
For a bank offer, they're gonna wanna see proof of funds, and they're also gonna wanna make sure that you close in, the same entity that you made the offer on. Bank-owned properties, a bank is not gonna let you assign that contract, so they're gonna wanna see proof of funds before they ever accept the contract.
Doesn't have to be your funds, though. It can be anybody's bank account with the money in it.
That's true.
And incidentally, it does not mean they have to use that money. It just means somebody you know with a bank account's got enough money to cover your offer. All bank-owned properties across America will need proof of funds.
And they can get proof of funds from a site that's called besttransactionalfunding.com.
Besttransactionalfunding.com.
Is that our friend Cameron?
No, that's Cameron Direct.
Okay. All right. That it?
That's the final question for this week's Ask Ron.
Okay. We'll see you next week. By the way, hey, I'm starting to tweet. In case you haven't learned this yet, I'm tweeting now. Good enough for Trump, good enough for me. At ronlegrand.com. Get on there. And I'm doing some live Facebook stuff.
Live.
Get on my Facebook page. However you do that, I don't know. And I'm also doing a lot of some YouTube stuff. Get on my YouTube channel as well. So find me. I'm actually getting social.
Wow.
Okay. See you next week.